All right, special video, special shirt. I put on my Michael Scott's Dunder Mifflin Scranton Meredith Palmer Memorial Celebrity Awareness Pro-Am Fun Run Race for the Cure shirt just to get prepared for this. So let's get started. All right, so I don't know where exactly to start this video. I'm just going to sort of go through all of the comments in order. If you aren't aware of what this is, I reached 25,000 subscribers, which is yay, pretty cool. But I asked people to ask me questions because I don't really ever talk about myself on my channel, which is ironic, as I said in the video, because I mostly just do gaming on here, and I talk about myself a lot on the stream, people ask me questions, but I figured I'd do it in a single video, and I had no idea how much work this would be. So I have some folders set aside for like the most commonly asked questions, and a big one that I sort of want to start with is, why did I get into YouTube? And there are a few of these that are available, and they're all pretty much asking the same thing, but back in the day, I was a Call of Duty kid. That is still true to this day. Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite game of all time, by far, I think. I mean, I've said this in the past that, like, Borderlands is my favorite game of all time. There are a lot of favorite games a person can have for a lot of different reasons. I've never enjoyed playing a game more than Borderlands 1. But Modern Warfare 2 shaped me as a human. Like, if you guys have ever seen me do target practice and save the world, then you can kind of see where FPS had an effect on me. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is a big thing. And I didn't have a console when I was a kid. So, I mean, I did when I was like 11, but when I got into it when I was like 9 and 10, I honestly watched a lot of YouTube videos. I just thought, you know what? I don't have a game myself. I don't have a console to play it on. I'm really into it because I was playing it, you know, with my friends at daycare, which is funny, but it was a more relaxed daycare. It was fine. So watching those videos was really, really cool to me because I've always been sort of a proud person, I guess. I've never wanted to consider myself arrogant or cocky, but I know how I've sounded in the past and I've listened to myself speak, and it's not my proudest point, but there was something very, very cool about getting a good game in Call of Duty or getting that nuke, you know, a high kill streak, and like sharing that. Oh my God, it was a thing for me. It changed everything for me. And this will trickle into Minecraft later on, where the idea of sharing a cool thing you did almost made it worth doing, because I'd relax at home playing Call of Duty, but I never recorded any of it. I didn't have a capture card. I couldn't share any of that. So two things happened. One of them was when I finally moved to PC, I could record, and the other one was I wasn't 12 anymore. Don't make videos if you're 12. There's some advice I'll give later on. I know there's a question asking me that, but a big tip if you're starting a YouTube channel is don't be 12. Wait until you're at least mature. At least mature. You can decide for that yourself, but 14 is a minimum in my opinion, because everything's going to be cringy before that. I started around 16, I think, is when I finally started making videos. And on PC, I was able to record, which was always Minecraft. But yeah, being able to share those games and those creations, or ultimately Minecraft, for example, I had all this redstone, I had all this knowledge, I had all these things I designed and invented, and I'd never shared before. But I could finally put it on YouTube, and that was a big thing for me. That was a big thing. And I don't know, there's a lot that I'll answer more about this later on, but ultimately I started YouTube to share what I was doing and share myself. And a big one here, you know, it's sort of the same topic, is tips on doing YouTube, which I guess I'm qualified on. I feel like I've been qualified for a long time because I've had like a channel plan, so to speak, for a lot of years now, and I honestly would say to enjoy doing it. This is not a quick money scheme. This is not anything that's going to be supporting you anytime soon. Realistically, I know channels have blown up. I know that there are ways you can do it. I know that you can scam people and be a scummy clickbait YouTuber. Scammer gets scammed, bullshit. I'm not going to get into that, but ultimately, if you're going to do it right, enjoy what you're doing and try to be good at it. You know, offer something that somebody isn't offering. That's kind of what I did. That's where I finally, I think, made a break on my channel. Well, initially it was Minecraft. People weren't doing what I was doing, and they weren't doing what we were doing. Our server was unique, and it was interesting to people, and the redstone stuff, to this day, really took off. Like, one of my very first videos, we're talking like the first 10 videos to this day, has like 4,000 views, because it was like a cobblestone generator. It's not an impressive amount of views, but for having like 10 subscribers when I posted that, it goes to show that YouTube's got a decent system for, if you search a video and there isn't a lot of people covering that same topic, people will find you. And that's an interesting thing to take note. And my second break was like Save the World with best perks. I mean, it was shocking to me, actually, when I looked up like best perks for the weapons, and all of the top posts every single time were Reddit links. I was like, are there not YouTubers covering this? Is this not being handled? How is there not a series for the best perks. Like, this is the most basic format. I even kick myself sometimes for having such a simple name for the series, but what else am I going to call it? And I'm not saying you should go and do that. That's my idea. But, like, have something unique and enjoy doing it, and that's the core of it. That's, if you have those two things, if you are unique and enjoying it, it doesn't really matter if you're making money. It doesn't really matter if it goes well, because you're going to have fun doing it. And that's, to me, the important part. And that's kind of the how I or why I started YouTube thing. And another thing I got asked a lot is my favorite food. So now we're going to get into some easier topics. And that's like my favorite food, believe it or not, is I think like fundamentally a basic cheeseburger, fries, and a chocolate malt. That is like, we've traveled a lot. My family has like a vacation that we go on twice a year, and I've been doing that since I was a kid, and we've eaten at a lot of restaurants, and they could attest to this, that I have tried burgers in a lot of different restaurants, and they make them different every single time. I could spend the rest of my life exploring the burger, and I don't have a very diverse palate. I don't eat a lot of unique things. A lot of people have commented on the pizza streams, which have been few and far between recently, because we've been not stocking up on the good stuff recently. So I have not dropped pizza, but I haven't actually had it like regularly in months now, and that's kind of shaking me to the core, but it's okay. I'll move on. I'll get past it. But yeah, my favorite food is basically burgers. All right, I don't want to screw up my framing, but I do have a pet. His name is Stars, and he's asleep behind me. And I also have a turtle. She's named Candy because her initial bowl was a candy bowl. And we also used to have fish. I cared significantly less about them. We gave them to a friend after most of them died. All right, so now that we got the big questions out of the way, I'm hoping that this isn't too far into the video, but the first question came from Apex Gaming, which is Yeet. Yeet, get that out of here. All right, next question. So first, not a question. Can I play with you? God. Okay, so I left this in here because I get asked that multiple times every day. No, simply, I can't. I physically could not play with everybody who asks me that question. If you are looking to game with me, be a really cool person that I enjoy hanging out with in the Discord. That's the best way to get to know me. Don't join just trying to be my friend. That's weird. I tend to gravitate towards people who are like mature and calm, like I try to be. And that's really the best way to truly play with me, like Benz and Skulls, those guys I play with all the time. Sig, dear friends of mine, Jaffe. Like that's not everybody. I'm sorry if I didn't list you. Those are just the people I play with the most often because they're into Save the World. But yeah, definitely Sig. He loves Save the World. The best way to get to know me is that way. But if you want to join my game, just play with me, then being a member on the stream is a good choice. You don't need to pay money to play with me. Nobody has to do that. But I like to give them first opportunity in our lobbies whenever I'm gaming, and I think that's fair because they're supporting the channel. And I took a lot of these screenshots on the YouTube Studio, whatever it's called. So you're going to see the member badges for people who are supporting the channel. Thank you, guys. And of course, if there are no members, then I usually take in people from the stream, and that's really the best way to play with me. That shouldn't be your life's goal. I'm not that special, but if that's what you want to do, what are your thoughts on Twine? I think it's really, really good. I think pretty much everybody's... Well, do we use Twine for this anymore? Is Twine technically like silk or threads? What specifically is a twine? I don't know. Somebody can Google that. Sig's really good at that. Will you play any other games on your channel? Yes, I play a lot of games on my channel. No, I don't. I've main Save the World because it's working. I mentioned earlier that I have like a plan for this channel, and that's not really anything schemy. It's just that Fortnite works. I really enjoy making videos on Fortnite. I know a lot about the game. I can comfortably create regular content for it, and that's been doing great. I enjoy other games like Minecraft and Doom and other games. I play Pokemon Go a lot. Those videos did terrible though, and I made good videos. I tried my best, but people didn't care, so it's just really not worth spending hours and hours on that stuff. So yes, other games will be on my channel, but I suspect Fortnite will be my main game for a while, and true fans have already seen your face. Never actually shown my face on my channel. What got you to Save the World? Han and Iron. Those two guys told me about Fortnite Save the World. I told them to shove it multiple times for months because I was a battle royale player. And then they taught me one important thing when I was entrapped on vacation. So I actually brought my entire computer up with me on vacation because I was working on a huge video. Very, very big emotional piece. Link below. If you've never watched any of my Minecraft videos, that's a great start because it is my favorite moments from... I went through a lot of aging making that list of videos, and the video itself took me about 50 hours to edit. I've never worked so hard on a video before. And I was on vacation just doing that on my PC. I was working on that a long time. And I had barely good enough internet to struggle through the tutorial, which is kind of where I was playing. But I'm skipping ahead. They told me there were V-Bucks in the game, and that was like, whoa, I can spend less on V-Bucks and play BR at the same time? I'm sold. Why didn't you open with that? And they're like, oh, yeah, you can get V-Bucks. So... there you go. I got in because of the V-Bucks, as many people did, and I stayed because I just really enjoy how the game plays. Very, very casual. I like it. And then I stuck with Fortnite because I enjoy it. And I'm not friends with any big streamer. Like, I'm friendly with a few of them. I'm perfectly okay to do anything with any other Save the World streamer, but I'm not like friends. I'm not hanging out with them. I'm not in DMs with people very often, not recreationally, I should say, at least as I'm speaking. Not that I wouldn't be. I'm just, I don't know. Not a ton of people have reached out. I have been talking to a few though. Oh, Meister, always wanting his cookies. It's never gonna happen, okay? How did you get your YouTube name? Oh God. There's another question I got as to why my name is Beast, and when I was 11, I made the name X Mr. Beast X. I was 11. I'm not even going to try to defend that. But 16-year-old me decided to make my YouTube channel not a different name. So that was brilliant. That's another bit of advice coming in late here. If you're starting a YouTube channel, pick your name. Make it unique. It doesn't need to mean anything. In fact, it's actually better if it doesn't mean anything because then it'll be unique to you. It's really good. Like, there's a channel I really like. I'm going to plug him. Totally unrelated to anything I do. But his channel's Let Me Know. And it's like because he lets you know about different topics. It's good. It's clever. I like that stuff. And, you know, Vsauce, for example, literally a random name generator. It just needs to be unique. Beast was a bad idea, but lately, actually, if you Google the name Beast, I am right up there. Like, YouTube literally puts me below Mr. Beast. That's incredible. I am not the largest channel with the name Beast, but I think I have the most activity of the channel named Beast. If you're going to pick a name like Beast that is as unoriginal as that is, you better be getting views, you better be swinging hard, because your search will not be very high in the algorithm. So, yeah, I just got stuck with it. That's effectively it. Beast looked better than X Mr. Beast X, which looks like the kind of name that would be sarcastic. I have a dream about you. I've had more dreams about Chris than I'd like to discuss publicly, but can you play? Chris, stop. You're being dad. Have you ever thought of doing a stream where you just hang out with random people? I mean, don't mean like a podcast. I mean where we play Scribble. Yeah, I love that stuff. I really love that stuff. It needs to happen more often. I have no excuses for why they haven't been happening. Jackbox, we have a party guys role or something on our Discord that I tag for that. I really enjoy that stuff, just hanging out with the stream. Apparently during quarantine, Sudoku's a thing, but I'm always so afraid for that stuff. I don't know why. Like, the Save the World streams are doing so well right now that I go to start a stream and I think, ooh, let's do something fun, but then I'm like, or better idea, I could just play Fortnite. And then usually that's just how that goes. You ever do a live stream? Thought about it, yeah. What is the square root of... this guy was using the biggest thinks of them all. Did you go to school? I did go to school. I don't anymore, and I've never gone to college. And hopefully if YouTube continues to work out, I'll never have to, because that's a ton of money for information that isn't always necessary. You ever thought of doing a stream and play with your subscribers? Every single time I stream, if there's room in our party and I'm not just playing with friends, I let people in from the stream. Members get priority, and then anybody from the stream. First come, first serve. It has to be that way. I would never, I don't know, streams where I'm specifically cycling people in and out is really a lot of work and not something I'm terribly interested in, but maybe, but that's every stream, technically speaking, because like I said, I don't filter people out a ton, and usually in a 10-hour stream we'll maybe get like a member or two that's not, or a person or two that's not a member, but hey, there are people supporting the channel, and I'm happy to give them priority. What brought you to switch from Minecraft to Save the World? Big topic. I've made entire videos on this, multiple videos. The big thing is, I feel like we did it all. We kicked ass in Minecraft. We made a lot of big builds and a lot of designs. I solved a lot of problems. I don't really know where to go from there. Every time I've played Minecraft since I stopped has been mostly a nostalgia trip. And that's it. I started playing Save the World because it was interesting to me. It was weird having fun again, because Minecraft, I solved problems, did redstone, progressed in our world, and got things done, whereas Save the World, I just played. I was actually playing a game again, and that is why I haven't gone back to Minecraft. It's a game that I'll never stop playing. I'll always be, popping in and out, but I doubt I'll ever be a Minecraft YouTuber again. Could happen. Hey, maybe somebody will clip this in a few years, but I don't know. I enjoy other games, and I feel like I did what I wanted to do in Minecraft. There's nothing left to prove. How tall are you? Oh boy. 5'9", apparently. Thought I was 5'10", coming up on 5'11", but when my dad and I measured, I was 5'9", so... Well, stay tuned for further updates, but it seems like I am shorter than I would have wanted to be. Maybe save this for like a higher sub count. Maybe you could do a Draw Your Life. That'd be cool. I'm only 20, so, I mean, that's... Oh, spoiler alert. but that's not it's a big project and kind of outdated. That trend is past. Maybe someday in the future there'll be some trend going around YouTube where people talk about their lives, but I have not had an extremely interesting one, I think. Can you add me? Where did you grow up? How old are you? 20 and America. When did you decide to play Fortnite Save the World instead of BR, which is more popular? Haha. So BR is way too popular, meaning you can make extremely good videos, awesome gameplay, be fantastic at the game, and get 20 views a video. It's not worth it. Tried it. And I've had friends who have tried it, and for much longer than me, it's not worth it. I am making much more headway channel-wise on Save the World, which is far less saturated and is in dire need of people who actually enjoy playing the game and are decent at making videos at the same time, which I won't speak to like the quality of videos, but that seems to be rare. What is the biggest goal on YouTube you want to get to? Self-sufficiency. I want to be able to live my life and not have to worry. How does it feel whenever you have to break an endurance because spawns change? I don't play endurance. I tried once and then we beat it, so I don't see the appeal. What other hobby do you have beside games? A lot of movies and TV shows. That's it, honestly. I feel like my entire life is focused on my channel right now, and that is it. I don't have exciting hobbies or crazy things I want to do yet. But I don't know. I play games and make videos and watch TV shows to pass the time, and that's really, like, my whole life is laser focused on really the channel, I guess. Why do you have a Pokemon picture on your channel? Because I really like Pokemon, and Milotic is my favorite Pokemon for... There's like a whole paragraph of reasons why, but I'm not going to get into it here. And did you play any Pokemon fan games? Yep. Oh, no, actually. I misread that the first time. I played a lot of the main series games, which is where I assumed that was going when I screenshotted this the first time. But I've never played any of the fan games. Nothing unofficial. Played a lot of Diamond, decent a bit of Pearl. Diamond was my first one. And then a lot of Platinum. That was my main game for a long time. Leaf Green, Fire Red, nothing before that. I really liked the colored versions, like the ones where it actually had colors. I didn't like the black and white old ones. But ultimately, a lot of Platinum. I played a lot of Pokemon as a kid. That was a huge, huge formation. And even to this day, I play a lot of Pokemon Go. So that's what I do right now. Future of Save the World. What do you really want in this game? I'm surprised I left this in. I think I screenshotted this before I decided not to answer a ton of Save the World questions in this video. So I'll let this one pass and say that this game needs developers that care as much about it as the players do, or if that is the case, developers who can communicate that to the players. Because right now, the players feel like they're shouting into a void that isn't really saying anything back, and that is a really, really tough position to be in. You a virgin? Favorite fetish? Oh my. Do you play mod Minecraft now? If you get a play button, where will you keep it? Probably right next to the pause button. What's your rarest skin? Only one I have. Nobody has skin like this in the world. It's exactly mine. You ever done endurance and lost one of the... Nope. Played it once. Finished it on accident. How long did it take you to get all those damn perk ups? I play the game a lot. Why am I still answering Fortnite questions? Do you like school? Nope. What do you want to do when you grow up? Not be in school. When did you first play / discover Minecraft? Oh boy. That would have been 2010. I wasn't any one of those like, oh my god, I played beta, original player crap people, but I discovered it when I was just looking on YouTube. I mean, that's really the only way I found out about it. I mean, lots of early videos. Like, we're talking way before a hunger bar, way before sprinting or any of the crazy blocks when everybody was building out of wood. Yeah, that was when I discovered it, and it was on YouTube. The first time I ever played it was like, whenever it was, March or May of 2012, when it came out on Xbox 360. I have put, for those of you who don't know, easily 10,000 hours in that game. And, yeah, that's how I found it, at least. What's your favorite film? Oh, here's 83 movies. These are all of my favorite go-to recommendations. Have fun getting through that list. I had to narrow that down from all of my favorite movies, so can't pick one except Avatar, because that's always my go-to. And Wolf of Wall Street. Okay. I'm gonna stop that one there. And can I see them toes? I'm gonna have to find them first. Can you please buy me the game? My pet fish died. I'm very sad. This will make me so happy. Please, Beast, you're the best streamer. Please. Ira, I would happily buy you Save the World. Are you gonna come play with us? What's going to be the goal of... Oh my god. So my end-year goal was 20,000 subscribers. It's June 4th as I record this, and I have 25,300, which means I'm already late to this video that I wanted to make 2 days ago. And I don't know. My year end was 20K. So right now, conservatively, on the path that I'm on, 40,000 by the end of 2020, but that could go up and hopefully not down. I don't know. I don't have year-end goals because I can make the good videos, I can put all the work I can into them, but how well they do is up to the void, the algorithm, whatever. So I don't have goals because it's not ultimately in my control. Can you show us a picture of you when you were younger? All right. I hope you enjoyed that. What is your actual name? No. I'm having some trouble coming up with questions. Can you ask yourself one for me? No. What is the worst piece of advice anybody's ever given you, and what advice would you give instead? Whew. Stay in school. That's the big one. Stay in school. I'm not saying education's not important. I'm not saying you shouldn't stay in school and learn your lessons, but school mostly taught me like the basics, and there's a lot of things I know that came from school, and I think it's information everybody needs, basic math, language, how to communicate with people. Social skills are very important. And the thing that they really drove home, like the key thing that a lot of people carry with them throughout the rest of their life, well into old age, is obedience and how to follow rules, which is good within a society. We need to have rules, but school mostly taught me how to get work done, shut up, and do what I was told. And I'm a really, really free-spirited kind of person. I don't want to make it sound all hippie crap, but that's not what I'm saying. But the point is, I'm a very, very free-moving person who I have my own mind and I have my own agenda and I want to do me. I really like to lead my own self, and school was literally like prison for me. And so I said this as carefully as I could, but the worst advice I was ever given was stay in school. And the advice I'd give instead is keep your wits about you and realize that this world can be changed and you don't always need school to do it. Learn your craft, be good at what you're going to do, but understand your options and that you don't always need to do exactly what school tells you to do. And how much time does an average video take? An hour if I'm doing the best perks, if I'm really going fast. That depends. That's like gameplay, recording. I'm focused. That's never the case. So I don't know, a few hours of video. And the bigger videos take longer than that. It depends on what's going on. Every YouTuber says the same thing, but I wish I knew. I wish I could set a clock and be knowing that I'm done then. But this video is supposed to be a few minutes. It's been almost half an hour, and I am halfway through the questions. How do you manage to be so generous with the time and effort you put into your videos every day? Okay. I don't know. I like to help people. I don't know what to tell you. Why did you start YouTube? Talked about that. What is your average editing time? Talked about that. And the software I use is Sony Vegas 17. Did I record this video in the boxers? No. I am wearing pants this time. Can you tell us all the base game guns, best way to power up level, hero loadouts, and how are you doing today? Okay, link, and I'm doing great, thank you. How do I see the actual number of DPI I'm using on PC? I don't know, ask the nerds. There you go. Which bear is best? Black bear, but some would say there are two schools of thought. What's your favorite 2D and 3D Mario game? I don't know. I used to play New Super Mario Bros. On DS a lot, and that was like my most experience with that game. It was very fun. Sister and I loved it. And that was it. I'm not a Mario fan. I'm sorry. When do you plan on having another Lego Star Wars stream? Andrew's been asking me that for years now. This is a deep inside joke. I don't know. Someday, probably. What's my favorite BR game? PUBG, believe it or not. I've never enjoyed a Battle Royale game more than that in the early days, but since then, I don't even think I like Battle Royale in general. I mean, it works for Fortnite, but I don't know. How can you stream podcasts for so many hours at once so often? I don't know. I just like to go and then not stop until I'm done, which I've actually had to throttle myself recently. Streaming 15 hours a day was not good for my health, and yeah, that was interfering with having any kind of consistency in my life. So I actually had to limit myself to about 8 hours. Are you adopted? My parents are almost certain that I'm not. Who's your favorite recurring guest on the podcast with long blonde hair and a propensity for sometimes making lists of things as podcast topics that are sometimes brought up? I think you already know the answer. Can anyone help me run MSK? Join our Discord and ask in there. What type of genre do you listen to the most? I don't listen to music that often. I listen to club, hip hop, kind of anything with a big beat, because I usually get deeply emotionally attached to music, and it's not really something I need that often, so I listen to it scarcely, but that's kind of what I go for. Hey, videos, love your streams. Congrats, 25K. Thank you. Love to know how YouTube and Twitch has changed your life. Oh boy. I'm glad that this was towards the end because I wanted to wrap things up sort of with this. There are more coming later, but there are more questions, but I am a lot more independent now. Talks of me potentially being able to move out on what I'm earning from YouTube has happened. I'm not there yet. It would be very early, but the way things are going, I could actually live in peace the way I want to, and that is incredible. That is incredible. If streams and YouTube videos continue to go the way they're going, and I can be allowed my freedom, that would be the goal. That would be, yeah. And the fact that things are how they are now, they've changed my life, I guess, for the better. But I've always been living at home, so I've always kind of had that freedom, but now it's becoming more real, and that is incredible to me. If you could choose any car or truck, what would it be? I don't really care. Use my creator code. Appreciate it. I don't know. Vehicle gets me from point A to point B. We're good. We're chilling. Would you make it a BR videos in the future? Nope. Tried that. I mean, didn't go great. The guy who watched it didn't like them, and that was it. I might make some in the future, maybe. I don't know. I would need an editor for that kind of thing. I'm not passionate about that. You ever thought of showing your skins and your favorites? No. Congrats on 25. Appreciate it. So this one's from Jolie, one of my moderators. Do you really enjoy Selena Gomez songs? Yes. She's a perfect human, and all of her music is literally just the best kind of music that can exist. I think sometimes you're in the wrong career. Maybe you should become an Amazon driver like Ben, so you could have lights on the ceilings and mirrors all over. That's from the stream. No, I think I am in the right career. How are you still single? Do you get hit on a lot? Who hits on you more, boys or girls? I've been hit on by guys, but I guess mostly girls recently. When was the first kiss? 15. Biggest mistake? I don't have any regrets in my life. What do you miss most? Modern Warfare 2 being a daily part of my life. If that game ever gets remastered and fixed and released on PC, and it is able to be enjoyed in all of its glory, I would be a very happy person. Day you'll never forget. I don't forget most of days, but I guess the cliche answer would be like a birthday when I was a kid. My dad took me to a amusement park that was very, very fun, going on roller coasters, but I had a lot of good days. I don't know. I'm just living it out, you know? I could think of a few more, but let's keep this PG. Julie, I think we need to have a conversation. EA Sports? Can I end the video? Yeah, all right. See you guys. Okay. Oh my God! And then